Hey guys, welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. I'm Avery.
I'm Sierra.
And last time shit went down. We'll talk about what happened last time as after we get into the video. Today we're going to be going back and getting these firegleam areas that we've missed. So the plan is just going to start in the Daunt and just work our way around, just collecting everything that we've missed so far in this area, exploring areas like up here. Yeah. Now, since the next main mission's in Plainsong, I don't really feel like going to Plainsong for the Dire right now. So we're just gonna move on with the outfits, and we'll come back to the Behemoth one and this one and change the color later. But also, we're gonna be getting a new weapon.
Red.
No.
We're not open right
Yes,
now.
you are.
Trade with me, goddammit. So it looks like we're using the Explosive Blast Sling, which does purge water.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do purge water.
That's interesting.
A common sight among Mutara warriors, this weapon excels at firing explosives and purge water bombs. And purge water just makes elemental attacks impossible. Cheap and a fang horn circulatory. Not that much. Buy it. Probably put it down here.
Yep.
There we go. Can we upgrade it? Oh, yes we can. That's cheap. So I'll do that. Okay. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, you can do that easily.
Okay. And that's
Oh, yeah, you can do that. Just fine.
there we go. Cool. Fully upgraded. The Baron Light Weaver also has an outfit. The Nora Sentinel. Okay, we ready?
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah.
The garb of an accomplished Nora sharpshooter worn by those who fought in the Red Raids. So it does concentration plus, which I like.
Yeah.
Stamina regen, meh. And stealth range
Oh,
plus.
so this could be your best one.
And it looks like the resist is pretty good, but minus 20 acid, but I haven't really ran into acid. And it's got concentration regen.
Oh.
Sounding pretty cool.
Good. This one looks better than the grass one.
I like how the grass one looks. I'll definitely go back to it and change the dyes and wear it
Yeah.
like that.
I know, but
But
I'm just saying, if this is going to be your best one, then
I mean,
I would be pretty happy.
for here, I might as well compare, because you can only compare in the store for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. With this, yeah. Okay. In terms of skills, I would say that Utaru is better. But in terms of resist, I'd say the Nora is better, but just slightly. I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's see how. It does look very nice.
It does.
That's easy. That's easy. And I unlocked my stealth range plus. Right, so now it does stealth range damage plus 2. Anyway, I got some skills. Sierra says I was going for this next, so that's what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Spinning scythe, so I light, and then I pause, and then I light again. So, there we go. Melee damage, that's just good. And then unlocked enemy surge. Energize your spear quickly with a powerful final strike. So, light, and then I pause, and then I light again. And then we have some notes. So we have the Spectre from last time. A highly advanced mobile combat drone. Its gold armor, like plates, can morph into highly lethal weapons and can gravitationally reattach when torn off. What? Outer casing. It has a pulse cannon, which I can tear off for a weapon. Shock unit. Resource repository. Regeneration unit. Used to attract and reattach torn off nanoplates. Vector thruster. Plasma unit. Nanoplating. Control nexus. And that's it. So it doesn't have any valuable resources that I need for upgrades. And then character bios. We got Zoe. Zoe hails from the agrarian tribe of the Utaru, once a peaceful soul, she was so horrified by the atrocities committed by the Carja during the Red Raids that she took up arms against them, even over the objections of the chorus, her tribe's ruling body. Seeking solace from the tragic events of the war, she later devoted herself to providing care and comfort to her people, becoming a grave singer, one who helps the ailing make a peaceful transition into death. When the Utaru fields fell prey to a great blight, her people were forced to the brink of starvation. Most saw this as a sign that the time had come for them to return to the earth as part of the great cycle. Although Zoe respected Utaru tradition, she struggled to accept such a bleak fate. Aloy's arrival ignited new hope in her, as well as a long-buried fire to fight for what she thinks is right, no matter what her tribe's leaders command. And Minerva. Minerva is the Zero Dawn subordinate function responsible for code breaking and communication. During the construction of Zero Dawn in 2065 and 66, Minerva's software was developed by Alpha Project lead Aomide Okilo. Minerva was the first subordinate function to deploy for decades after the destruction of Earth's biosphere. It ran complex calculations to break the encrypted activation codes of the Pharaoh Swarm. Once the codes had been broken, Minerva broadcasted deactivation instructions via a transmission tower like the Spire and Meridian, rendering the Swarm's machines inert. Only then could the remaining subordinate functions begin the long process of restoring life to the planet. When Hades was infected by the mysterious signal that gave it malevolent consciousness, Gaia destroyed herself to prevent it from taking over and triggering another extinction. At this time, Minerva, deranged and semi-conscious, fled to a processor somewhere in the Forbidden West. So I guess it didn't click with me that they had broken the code a long time ago.
Yeah.
I thought the Pharaoh Swarm just kind of like ran out of shit, so they just kind of went to bed and didn't wake up. And then Gaia just started her shit, and then they just did the Minerva thing, but I guess not. That makes sense. Okay. Well, we're going to be collecting some firegleam now. So I'm going to fast travel to Chain Strait, wherever the fire is over here. So while we're collecting whatever these fire things are, we're going to talk about what the fuck happened last time.
I don't know.
Well, alright, so we started off, we went to the location that Silence had broadcasted, and we learned that he has been torturing Hades by showing him life flourishing.
Yeah.
To get Hades to talk about the mysterious signal and just other information that Hades has. And he blew out the processing core of another Horus and stuck Hades back in that one. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you not see it?
Ignite.
I also saw that, I don't remember what you needed bellows axe for, but for your fire also needed worth axes. So be on the lookout for any of those if there are still some in the dorm.
What's this?
It's like a collectible. Reforging the Claim. A tattered journal full of scrawled glyphs. The Karja came for their scrap. They paid us a handful of shards and took our hard-won haul back to the Sundom. Now our sweat and blood will make weapons for the same people who cut through the claim in the name of their Sun King. When Odgeld lost his hand to a burrower, he said it was because the cogs of the world machine had turned that way, that the revolutions of the great apparatus we live within needed his blood to oil its workings. He said it with a smile, and the fools here saw that as strength. Even our beliefs have been melted down into a servitude, acceptance, compliance. Is there strength in watching your ability to fight be stolen from you? Is there strength hanging your head in submission? Derval was right. We are not cogs in the machine. The Oseram are the engine that drives it. We are the fire. The steam and the crackle of the old ones captured lightning. We must heat the fires of the forge and reshape our people. Each servile Oseram must be sent to the crucible and recast. Though acts of retaliation through words and deeds, we must stoke the embers of the claim until our compliant people can be hammered back into weapons. I know that I am being watched, that my views are not understood, and so I toil in secret. I sell my goods to the Karja wearing a mask, pretending to be an inferior servant. Then I send my shards to those who will act. Their bravery shall power the bellows to forge our people anew.
So the Osram are like starting to coup or something?
Some of them, yeah, it seems.
Yeah. It's like the Shadow Karja. It's the Shadow Osram.
Climb up. So yeah, we found found Silence and he left us a little message saying that he had found something or whatever. And we followed the little drag mark that Hades made as Silence dragged him along to the location. And when we got there, we found Hades.
Yep, and he was dying
He
apparently.
was dying because Silence tortured him and caused his memory to be erased. But what did we learn from him? We learned pretty much nothing
Yeah.
because all of his memory was
Except
gone.
for the person who sent the signals was called the Masters.
Yeah, he called them the
That's
Masters.
basically the only thing I could take from that.
But yeah, pretty much Silence tortured him until Hades revealed the location that we found him in, and then he pretty much just died.
We killed him.
Yeah, we killed him. But he was pretty much already dead.
Yeah.
Box. Was that all that's up here?
Think so?
Just came up here for a box, and that's it.
Looks like it.
Okay. And then we, Silence showed up and was like, there's gonna be, Hades told me there's gonna be a Gaia Prime reboot at this location, and we're like, okay.
Because they tested it against Hades
Yeah,
and they were perfecting him
this
and
is where
shit.
they're testing Hades and Gaia and all that shit. But when we tried to open the door, we couldn't because there was some firegleam in the way, so we had to make the igniter, which you just saw me use. We went through the facility, we saw holograms of Travis and Elizabeth sending the fake Gaia to Far Zenith. And we also had an audio log of Travis torturing Hank, who was Far Zenith's inside man, into giving him the transmit code so that they could send that fake Gaia. And then we got through the final door where they were testing Hades and shit in the recluse spider,
Yeah.
which was weird. And we actually did find a Gaia backup, but it was only Gaia. It doesn't have any of the subordinate functions. So right now our goal is she tried to locate where the other functions were, but she could only find Minerva.
Yeah.
So right now that's our only lead. But if this game is just us going and searching for all the other functions, I think that's pretty cool, and I'm excited for that.
That's what it seems like.
Actually found two Gaia backups. I think they're called Gaia kernels.
Yeah.
That's what it says here in the special gear. Once we found Minerva, someone else started coming into the facility. And Silence told us...
that was fucking locked by Elizabeth's identity.
Silence told us that if we open the door, because whoever these people were, he said they didn't know who Silence was because he sent the transmission out anonymously.
Yeah.
That if we opened the door, that they would see that I'm an Elizabeth clone, and they wouldn't hurt me and whatever.
But that's not true.
But Aloy wasn't going to open the door, and she was actually looking for a way out herself, but then they opened the door themselves somehow. And they came in, and it was these super futuristic people. I don't know how advanced the humans got by the 2060s in this world, but they were very advanced. And they had another Elizabeth clone, which they called Beta. And they had the specters that we saw the database for.
And they tried to kill us.
Yeah, and they did try to kill us, which shows us either Silence was lying or he just doesn't know what he's talking
No,
about.
I think he just doesn't know that they have a clone.
I just don't think he
Because
fully...
they must be the people that sent the transmission. And so he somehow was able to send something back to them. And so he doesn't know, really who they are.
Well, he also said that they were looking for a Gaia backup to restore it also. But if they are the ones that send out the mysterious transmission, then that's not true.
Yeah.
So I think in that
I guess.
at that point, Silence doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't, maybe they like, I don't think he fully knows what's going on. But there was the 4 mysterious figures. There was Beta, who was just us. And then there was Eric, who seemed to be not the leader of it. And then there was the mysterious male and the mysterious female.
Yeah.
And they had very advanced armor. And,
Impenetrable.
yeah.
Because he fought us.
Yeah, so I guess the only thing that they could be from is they either survived in Elysium or one of the other Fallout shelters, but they said they only had food stocks for 100 years.
Yeah, and it's been like 1,000 years, so there's no way they survived in Elysium. Maybe they were like frozen somehow or something, and then like re-awoke, but they're at least 1,000 years old, so. But my guess is they're probably from Far Zenith stuff, since they shot up some zygotes into the sky, and people say that it failed, but I'm guessing it probably didn't, and now they're from that.
Yeah, because there has been a lot of Far Zenith lore in this one so far, so that probably connects somehow.
And I don't know what they want.
Break my paw.
I don't know.
They probably want...
Maybe they want... I feel like maybe they wanted the Earth to be...
to restart again.
So that they could come back and like repopulate it or something. I don't know. Something really fucking weird is going on.
Too much is going on.
This game did a complete 180 and I'm freaking the fuck out.
And it's too complicated for me to really care about making a theory at this point, so...
My theory is that it's probably Far Zenith, because I don't know what else it could be.
But then we did escape.
It would also make sense why they would have a clone of Elizabeth.
We did escape, and Varl found us somehow. Somehow he knew that...
He tracked us down.
Exactly where we were going to be shot out of the sewer system that we got sucked into. And brought us to Stone's Echo, where the Utaru are. And where the fuck am I going? How do I get up there? But he brought us to an Utaru settlement, and they said that their land god plowhorn things haven't been acting right, and they've been... One of them went to their little cave where Minerva is supposed to be, actually, and hasn't come back. So now we're trying to convince them to let us go into the cave.
Yeah. Because they think it's sacred.
Firegleam.
And they nursed us back to health, but now we need to meet them in Plainsong.
Yes, that's why I don't want to go back to Plainsong. Let's see here. I think these are just going to be chests.
That's all I expected them to be.
I don't know. I thought that would be like lore or something.
I think the metal flowers are the collectible ones.
We also have big news.
We do?
What? I can't.
Last thing I need is a machine.
Obviously, your machine can't go into barren light.
Oh yeah, but I'd realized that, and I wouldn't have called it in the first place. If you remember, at the end of our Zero Dawn playthrough, we quit our job a few months ago.
Yeah.
And we still don't have one, but Sierra has a job now.
Yeah.
So yay. So we are no longer both jobless.
Yeah.
Not only one of us doesn't have a job.
Yeah, you need to get on that.
I have been.
More.
Not my fault that companies don't know how to run smoothly.
Yeah, he's had some issues.
My interviews always get pushed back, and then the other day I went to one and she didn't even remember that I was there for an interview and had already hired somebody.
Yeah. Really unprofessional. And that other lady that completely stood you up and then you tried to reschedule it and didn't.
Yeah. Not my problem. People don't want to hire me. Fuck off.
You need to broaden your horizons.
Maybe if I was in more need of money. But I'm not really, so.
flexing on everybody
Go.
there.
Well, now that you have a job, now Sierra can be the breadwinner, and I can work on bringing you all videos. Better quality videos more often. So there you go.
How?
More time. And funds from you.
Wasn't there something else there?
I don't think so. Oh, there was.
There's green chime. Yeah, how are you gonna get money from them? Donate.
When I said you, I meant you. Not them.
But I don't want to give you money.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't give me money.
Okay. Fair point.
I know.
Okay. Now we can finally do this fucking ruin.
Yeah, that would be nice.
An old world ruin. I wonder what's inside.
Well, we're gonna figure it out.
Okay, let's see what we can find around here.
Let's go. Okay, finally. A power cell.
Ha! An energy cell. But it looks like it's out of power.
Of course it is. I'm assuming I have to bring it this way. What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? Oh,
I think
my
it's our flashlight coming up here.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
Not this way. Just gonna put it back in for now. And go see what the other firegleam's all about. Alright, what do you got? Energy? Your box.
I'm gonna blow this up.
Okay. Box. Go down, or I can go this way. Or not. Okay. There's a box there. Can I pull it from here?
I don't think you're supposed to pull it from here.
Okay. I think I might be able to jump across.
Some kind of lock for the door. Looks like it needs power.
Okay, well, we have the energy cell, we just don't know where the energy cell goes and where the power for the energy cell is.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this crate out of there.
So all these things to go down here. There we go. Okay.
There's some kind of device here.
This blue glass paste, metal bone, traps, health potions. I did reorganize my tools things down here. I now have a small, medium, and large health potion, if needed. So there's where the power cell needs to go in. What was
Yeah.
that? Oh, I didn't even see that there.
Yeah, it's in the local ground. Purple.
Looks like this thing needs power. This could be useful.
VIP key. Okay. Hans, beware. Elise, tonight, after hours at the Zion Museum. Oh, damn, that's your party? Yeah, of course I'm there. Good, so you can keep a secret? Isn't the whole party a secret? I mean, we are crashing your workplace. Not crashing, I'm organizing the pioneering party of the century with an exhibit to go with it. Okay, but more importantly, if you use VIP key code 2204, you can get into the office on the second floor. That's where the real party will be. Okay, so how many VIPs will there be? 2.
Them too?
Yeah, so 2204 once we get up there. But, okay, so I need to charge it over there, and I need to place it there.
Yeah.
But how do I get it here is the question. It's up. I can pull that. That's kind of hidden.
Spellcaster won't work on that.
There you go.
That's probably how you're gonna get.
Yeah, you're right. This is going to be a little hallway. Yeah, okay. Now we're figuring it out.
I think I can slot this energy cell into that device.
Yes, you can, Aloy. There we go.
There we go. Charge the energy cell.
Good job. Now, what was the point of this?
Water discharge the energy in the cell. I gotta power it up again.
Okay. That's what's the point of it. Drop
Oh,
it.
that's a good place for it too. Oh yes. There we go.
Boom. Puzzle completed.
Not yet.
Puzzle
There.
completed.
There. The lock on the door above should have power now.
God damn it.
What the fuck? Why?
Okay. This thing has power now.
2204.
Can't see anything on there.
There we go.
Okay. Here's where the party is. What? This
What?
door hasn't always been open. Yeah, it just opened right.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Ornament.
leaves.
Yeah.
Another relic. Guess I'll figure out what to do with it later.
Pooped in. Didn't make it 10 minutes down the road before we had to make an emergency pit stop. And I mean the explosive apologized to the staff and their cleaning bots kind. Told Tom not to order the sushi back at the lodge. This isn't the vodka. Even if it's from a food printer, there's just some things you don't eat out in the middle of nowhere. But hey, not a bad place to leave another one of Kyle's glowing balls. Golden toucans out. I mean, oh yeah, what was the point of these? They were going on some sort of road trip or some shit.
Yeah.
2 skill points. I'll put those into Resonator Blast Plus, because that's useful sometimes. Okay, well, I'll probably go for that next, but I also unlocked the Destroyer. A risky flurry of melee attacks that deals a massive amount of damage. So, right trigger, and then I pause, and then I do more right trigger.
Okay. Well, you have 2 still.
Oh, I see. Oh, I do have 2 still.
Yeah.
I'll put those there. 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 I'll probably go for the Destroyer next.
Okay.
Level 20.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's where I got those other
Yeah.
2 skill points from.
You're like, I'm gonna go for this one next, and I'm like, you can just get that one.
Yeah.